You're welcome back to the second part of Talk Time this morning. And you do remember we are talking about the postponement of the elections from Valentine's Day. And let's look at the lighter side of the whole issue. Let's say a lot of ladies are very happy that the election had been postponed. And I asked, if election has been postponed and the ladies are happy, doesn't mean all the women belong to one political party or the other. But that's on the lighter note. Back to serious business. We have Comrade Taofeek Gani, who is by profession a lawyer and the spokesperson of the PDP in Lagos State. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning, you
all right. First question I asked your counterpart in the APC, Mr. Igbokwe, right here with us, is how did you take the news as a party of the postponement?
Well, as a person representing the party, we mix feelings. Anyway, mixed feelings because I believe that we should extend the date for the election because of those myriad of issues that eventually were exposed by and admitted by the electoral body. But then I also looked at it from the angle of what will now be the implication, especially in the face of the opposition that we have, that unfortunately we always see a national issue from the area that let's take advantage of it. Let's make the international community see these people as a not free, fair, or planning to give credible elections. So I got disturbed in that area. I think we must begin to look at issues more as patriots. The issue that we have in this country today, the most important one to resolve, I believe, is how to stabilize our polity, how to give best representative, government to the people. And if we agree that the bane is politics, then what sacrifice, what amount of sacrifice should be too much for us to... I said this sometime. I said, when South Africa wanted to host the World Cup because they felt that they must give a good World Cup show, they shut all the schools to give World Cup, just World Cup, soccer. So if we in Nigeria know that, okay, one of the problems or the major problem is because we don't have free, fair election and we want people to be those who are elected to represent us, there is no amount of sacrifice. And this is not even a sacrifice. It becomes a sacrifice when maybe we have taken the type of step that cannot even be justified. It is not a sacrifice because legally speaking, everything has been done now by the electoral body is still within the confines of the provisions of the law. And so people who are raising this issue, I'm even surprised that some lawyers, especially one Lagos-based lawyer, a senior lawyer for that matter, is raising an issue pertaining to the legality of the postponement. Issues that can be raised can be political, can be, but even the raising political issue means that you are a rebel to this country. It means that you are not a genuine patriot.
How do you stand on that? Because the APC, long before the postponement,
yes,
have been talking about the plan to postpone it, and they have been pointing a finger to the fact that security will be the issue that they will bring forward, and that of the PVCs. Now, this was said long before the press conference and the postponement eventually, and just like they predicted, it was the PVC first and now security.
Interestingly, you have now specified APC on this discourse. Now, let me tell you that for some of us who are in this game, we know the notoriety of APC to be that they are the ones behind a program, and they will give to the public the impression that they don't even know about it. Now, it is very convenient. I could also have been saying that if I know what I'm... Now, let me give you two examples. First and foremost, just to justify what I said. First and foremost, the issue of the Tottenham. Not until former President Olusegun Obasanjo came out in his book. I want to say that even as at that time that he was being blackmailed, he has the list of the governors who were actually sponsoring the issue of the Tottenham. And we know that even in Lagos, it was very rumored then, and up to now, the man has not come out to deny it, that he himself was even sponsoring the issue of the Tottenham. One. Two, what is the state of democracy in Lagos today? We have a local government system that is not representative, as against the Section 7 of the provision of the Constitution, which talks about democratically elected local councils. Now, what is the reason that has been given by the SAN governor for not conducting local government elections and giving us executive secretaries undemocratic, illegal, null and void. Now, he said that they cannot go on with the elections now because of the many issues concerning permanent voters card. This is an admission. This is an admission that we have issues in the area of permanent voters card. So why this double standard? It's just like they also said, they will tell you that one governor is old at 58, but the man who will rule the whole country is not old at 73. This is a double standard opposition, a desperate opposition, and very militarized, and that is why I want us to be very, very careful. Because for the first time we have an opposition that is very, very militarized. They can make this country ungovernable.
Militarized. I don't want to pick up there. How do you react to that?
With how many tanks? With how many tanks and ammunition? Is it your mouth? I remember somebody asked Pope to go and make peace with the Soviet Union leader in those days. And the man looked at it and said, I'm going to make peace with Pope. How many battalions has he got? That's what he said. We that you say we want to go and militarize it, what battalions? Do we control the army? Do we control the police? They are clubbing us on a daily basis. We don't have anything to defend ourselves except our mouth. Our mouth, pen and paper. These are the things, these are our tanks and ammunition. So it's not, we're talking about presidential elections. In US, you know that every 4 years you go into the elections. You see, and you know, I told you before he came, I said it's within the ambit of the law, it's within the confines of the law for you to, so long as you don't interfere with May 29. But I told the reason why this thing came. They were lying about it. First, they said it's PVC, and as if that, when we are just about to settle with that, they said, no, it's issues of that borders on security. And I said, security care, you have been on this for the past 5 years. How do you want to take 6 weeks to resolve this matter? I mean, we don't have to make ourselves an object of ridicule, you know, in the international community. Like I said, it's fear of defeat. And if you postpone it, defeat is coming. If you don't, defeat is coming. Anybody who is not prepared for exams will not pass. Even if you postpone it for 6 months, 1 year, the person will not pass. So I told you, I am a student of history, even though I'm an engineer by training. But I realized when I was in Form 3 that history is a very important subject, and I document history. And doing my 4th book is going to be in the public space anytime from now, Quest for Justice. And in 1999, as if I saw it coming, I documented the heroes of democracy. And I told you that we never realized, when I was doing, I never realized that we'll get to this where we are now. You know, given what is going on now. If you go back to June 12, 1993, it's the same thing. It's something. When the man is not ready, when he has other plans, you start tinkering with that. We have seen it before. That's why people are raising alarm. We have seen it before. And we knew where the thing led us to. 5,000 people died. We lost 15 years. Ostracized by the international community. We became a pariah in the Committee of Nations. We are moving back to that stage again. If it was PDP of 2003 or 2007, they would have gone ahead with this election. Because at that time there was no contest. They had upper hand. There was no opposition. They said they are going to rule Nigeria for 60 years. Now, the momentum has changed in 2015. They are now tinkering with, what do we do? House is not in order.
Yeah.
I told you, let me repeat so that you will hear me. What is facing PDP's imminent defeat, crushing, debilitating, and embarrassing defeat. And that's why they did what they did. There's no, but we're waiting. 6 weeks is just like 6 days to a man who is in power. 4 years is just like to him, it's 4 days. Because they want more time. Yes. But we are going back. We are going back to
how do you react
yesterday,
how do you react to the fact that
yesterday in our meeting we said, okay, now we'll go back and campaign 247 now. That's what we said. That will not leave any space until, you know, I don't want to let this secret out. So
that's I don't know already.
How do you react to that?
Let me say first and foremost that for sake of clarity, let it not look like the PDP is excited that the election is postponed. No, at all. And also let people not be deceived by the stance of the APC. They are always attempting to be populist in their style. But I want to say that it is even more certain that APC will lose Lagos State if we go into elections as we talk today. We lose Lagos State than anybody saying emphatically that PDP will lose the national. And this is obvious. Look at what is happening in Lagos, and you begin to wonder, why is APC not even crying over this issue? Non-indigenous are not allowed to collect their permanent voters card. Areas where polling booths are located, for instance, where there are Okada riders and the other artisans and other interests, they are infringed on their rights. Deliberately, PVCs are not distributed there. You understand? And as we talk, they are not even comfortable. And let me tell you, and I can take the bet, we will give them 4 local governments free. Let's go with 16 local governments in Lagos. We will still win them this election. Then I am not a military man, but let me tell you that contrary to what Mr. Igbokwe said on whether they can even resolve it in 6 weeks, that's the insurgency. Let me tell you that we didn't have this type of collaboration, not until recently. I mean, amongst other African countries. So if in the last 2 weeks, from what I have been reading, Cameroon is now ready, pursuing them, hot chase, pursuing Boko Haram, Chad, and all the rest. So, yeah, it might now be the reason why the NSA can now come out and say authoritatively that in 6 weeks, as long as we continue to have this support. But whether the support comes or not, one thing will become sacrosanct. There must be election 30 days before May 29. You understand? So, and even Professor Jega has said that. So people should know the colors, the true colors, whether they are camelonic or not. People should know the original color of the parties in Nigeria.
But there's a little problem here. Well, there's also a part of the electoral law that gives a particular period for election tribunals to look into issues that come out of
180 days, yes.
Yes, and with this postponement...
no, it will not take anything out of it. You see, if they had even amended the constitution and further amended the electoral, that's when we probably will have this problem. Maybe we won't have it because election will have been held since November. Because there was an attempt to make that 180 days prescription terminate before any swearing in. But that amendment was not done. Okay. So 180 days can be from any day. It just must not go beyond 180 days from the day you file your petition. Okay.
I asked him this question
earlier.
I
wanted to react to
please do.
What you said about winning elections in Lagos State. It's pure politics, and we're looking at. I'm just trying to wonder where they started. I just want to know where a party that is floating in Lagos, no one single structure. They have refused to go and do a rally so that we see their supporters. Oh, they tried to do one in Costain. They got there. There was nobody. So they started a road show and blocked the entire Ikorodu road for 8 hours. A road show from Costain to Mile 12, just to get people to create an impression that something is happening. Okay. I wanted to see where the governorship candidate of APC in Lagos is campaigning. And let me see those who are coming. We have not seen anything.
Yeah, hold on.
Now, who is denying your people from collecting their TVC?
Excuse me, gentlemen. Bashiru is on the phone, and let's hear what Bashiru is saying. But I have to say this, after Bashiru's call, let's give this gentleman a little time to get... Hello, Bashiru. Hello, Bashiru.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
hello, good morning.
I'm hearing you.
Can you hear me?
I am hearing you. Your contribution, please.
Okay. The PDP man, I want to comment on PDP man. The PDP man is afraid of defeat. That is why they are shifting.
The man or his party?
So, as I come to the APC, hello?
Yes, go ahead.
To the APC man, he said 6 weeks is just like 6 days to the man in power. So, we shall go there, and on 28th March, we shall vote those who, the people we like, the people at heart. So, the supporter of Buhari is there massively to vote for him. So, even if they even say on 29 May, we are ready. So any time. So thank you. That's my contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Bashiru. Let me come in here again. We're going to hold on with the phone calls and allow this gentleman to answer some questions. And it's getting interesting already. Let's not slow the pace. And later on, let's say 30 minutes or so, we will now open the phone lines for the phone calls to come in. Okay. Now, I know you guys want to react to what either of you have said, but maybe that's why I'm in the middle, so that I'll take some of the shields away from... Wait. Let me come. The Secretary of the Government of the United States, John Kerry, sounded the disappointment of America, the United States of America, on the postponement of this election, and went further to say that the United States will not tolerate another postponement. That's on one side. The question we are asking is, if after 6 weeks the insurgency in the Northeast had not been curbed by all the forces that are collaborating now, you know, what happens? Do we postpone the elections again?
God forbid that we will have such, because it's unprecedented, especially when we begin to look at...
Okay, I think they want to bring up the... all right, go ahead, sir.
Yes, so God forbid that we have that, especially because it's unprecedented, and especially because if we do that, it might further dent the image of the country, and of course people also hijack it and say, yes, we told you PDP was not ready for election, then the issue of interim and some other things that we never had might want to come up. But let me say that with due regards to America, it is not the position, I mean, it is not the power, I mean, of America to begin to dictate to us.
What happens in Nigeria? If,
God forbid, if there is reason for us not to have elections, supposing, as contemplated, I mean, in the Constitution, supposing there is a natural disaster, God forbid, 2 weeks to the elections, that we cannot resolve even a month after the elections. So it is not for America to begin to tell us that. Even in America, it's not like they have perfect... People get a wrong impression about America's democracy. Let me tell you, in America, people even think that they use electronic voting everywhere. No! In some states, they still use manual. In some states, people were disenfranchised. You understand? So it's not like they are also the best. And when you meet a honest American, it lets you know that no, that is not even the case, that you people have actually exaggerated that their position. Now let us come back to that issue of acceptance and popularity, because he mentioned that we are not even doing that. See, the PDP started by having town hall meetings.
Okay.
Town hall meetings to even test your popularity, where we made it a policy that no PDP member, except the very, very unavoidable, I mean, circumstances where you had some leaders, no PDP member. We met with the people in the communities. We did that town hall meetings. You will find a lot of people there. Then we started our rallies, and people can testify to this. What happened is that just yesterday in Etiosa, some guys came after our rallies, and they attacked our people. We are being attacked everywhere, just like our big boss, everything. I mean, are being attacked everywhere. Now, talking about popularity and acceptance with regards to what happened in Costain, it was the intention that we will start at Costain with just 300, because it was deliberate. The tactic was to even let us even sample the acceptance in Lagos. So we had just less than 300. By the time we moved from Costain to Stadium, it was already a mammoth crowd. I saw people told their lab bus, BRT buses, okay, stop, and they alighted, and they joined us. By the time we reached I mean, you can even.
We watched it.
You heard what my brother said. My brother said for 8 hours.
Grounded.
Will you grant Ikorodu Road? Will you grant it?
You are walking now
with 300.
You are walking now.
300. That was my mother. By the time we got to my 12, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. You understand? So that day it was an acceptance. It was a show of acceptance. Negotiators said, "Come and be." And so what we are challenging the APC to do now, is the APC to come on the street. You know what? Let me also tell you. Mr. Igbokwe, you will
shopping people they are doing that. Anytime they want to go, they will close that place.
No.
Watch out. Anytime they want to go on a rally, this kind of road show they did the other day, they will just mobilize all of them. You know they are training them. These shopping people at the auto gate. So these are the boys.
That's not even
all those people you see are the boys.
If you say that, supposing you are even saying that, let us even go by that argument. It means that if PDP is even using just one group, you have the LASMA, you have the PI, you have the neighborhood watch.
I know that's why you said that one up. That's why you said that. No, we will use them. We will use them.
Now let me tell you.
We will never use them because we have enough people.
No, this is what you do. What the APC should now do. No, you know what APC wanted to do day before yesterday? Because they knew that there was going to be postponement. So they attempted to have a protest.
How did they know?
No, please let me say this. No, you said you also alluded to it now that they already accused us. So they wanted to have a protest. They wanted to hold the protest against like what they did during the fuel subsidy scam. You understand? If they had that protest, they would have exposed themselves. Because I tell you, negotiators would have thrown stones at them. They would have pursued them off.
All right, gentlemen. Gentlemen, sorry, sir.
You saying this?
Sorry, sir. Okay. The actual reason we have this gentleman in the studio is to talk about this postponement of the election. And now we've gotten to a point where we're looking at the drawbacks or the advantage that this party has and that other party doesn't have and so on. But let's go back to what we are talking about. Because of this postponement, sir, a lot of people have called for the resignation of Tahiru Jega. If you remember, before the election in 2011, there was a whole lot of clamor about remove Maurice Iwu, which finally happened. Are we looking at a situation where we're going to have more pressure on the government to remove Tahiru Jega? His tenure will expire in June or July, thereabout.
I think it's a foregone conclusion. And they are going to see Professor Mimiko taking over from him. Mark my word. You see, the press conference that lasted till about 12 midnight, I think yesterday, yesterday for this postponement.
Sorry, I have to interrupt you. I have Ahmed. Ahmed is calling from Niger. Hello, Ahmed. Okay, we lost him. Go ahead, sir.
I said, before INEC finished their meeting, as at 10 o'clock on Saturday, Saturday, it was everywhere in this space, internet everywhere, that this election is going to be postponed by 6 weeks. It's already there. Before even INEC went into a meeting. And that meeting dragged till about 12 midnight when INEC eventually announced that the thing has been postponed to 6 weeks. Somebody sent a text from Newi, my hometown. And I said, are you the one that will give me information and me that will give you information? How did you get this? We told you. So that is it. So to us, we just feel that the man is no longer. They don't have confidence in the man.
We have Friday calling from Benue State. Hello, Friday.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, Friday, please help me bring down. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Please bring down the volume of your television set. All right.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
We want to thank God. This is what happened in 2000 and June. This is the same thing with June. So we know if an incumbent is postponing an election, then they are afraid of defeat. So insurgency that is on ground since 6 years we cannot fight. Is it 6 weeks is going to fight it for us? Let them do the election so that peace will reign. A lot of people travel to their places because of this election, and he has disappointed them as he disappointed us 2012 again. People are stranded in their houses now. What kind of government is this, for Christ's sake? It is not by force for you to rule people. If they don't want you, go and learn. Kwankwaso, it happened to Kwankwaso. When Kwankwaso left, he came back and he was perfect and he was good. So Jonathan should go and learn how to rule people again. Please, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Friday.
I have not finished. I have not finished. So, the issue of Jega being there, I think, if I were Jega, I would just go. Because he was forced to do this. First, I told you it was PVC issue. Now, he bothers on security because they know he's not going to argue with them. Because if they talk about security, if you refuse, they can create a security problem for you. So, he has lost his job. From what we are seeing, for you to be there, and you say you're going into a meeting by 10 or 12, and by 7 o'clock in the morning, we've heard that this thing has been postponed by 6 weeks. And we waited till 12 midnight for you to say that. Don't you know that the rug has been put under your feet? Watch out. Mimiko is going to be the next Professor Mimiko. And very soon, you will see court cases. They will go to courts because this 6 is for them to go to courts. They will say, Buhari has no paper. The man has no health. The man has no this and that. This is what they will be doing. The man is afraid of defeat. He would have settled this issue this Saturday.
Well, Namdi is calling from Cameroon. Hello, Namdi.
Any reasonable pair?
Hello, Namdi.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your take
Hello,
on...
good morning, my country.
Good morning, Namdi from Cameroon. What's your take on what we're discussing?
Well, as a part of the way the APC people are carrying the vote, carrying the postponement of the election, it's not fair.
Why do you say that, Namdi?
For the accuser upon the PDP people, you see, the body that coordinates the election have already known the facts by which
I think we've lost.
By which
okay, go ahead.
The election have some crashes that may have some crashes along the line. So that's why they postponed it for them to have in order to put something in accord, which will help us, the Nigerians, to move ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. I think your point has been made, Namdi from Cameroon. Let me use this opportunity to say this again. If you call into the program, please bring down the volume of your television set. I always want to recommend that you even put off the TV completely, because if you listen to us via your TV set and not your phone, we're going to be having gaps, which is not very good for the program. Please bring down the volume of your TV set as much as possible. You want to keep it on so that you see my reactions and all that. But don't listen to us via your TV. Do that through your phone. Same question to you, sir. Jega must go. And just like you said, yesterday it was everywhere in Lagos that Professor Mimiko will be the next chairman of INEC. And since this has been gotten out, if Professor Mimiko is actually appointed, what do you think will be the reaction of Nigerians? Because the APC said, look, this election will be postponed, and the election is postponed. For them to say Professor Mimiko will be the next chairman, and Professor Mimiko ends up being the next chairman, how do you think this will affect your party and your campaigns?
I don't know about Professor Mimiko. I don't even know who brought this rumor. As far as I'm concerned, it remains a rumor. And unfortunately, I mean, Nigerians, I mean, especially some of us in particular part of the country, we quickly, I mean, believe such issues. Let me tell you that as a member of PDP, I can tell you wholeheartedly that one man that continues to motivate me is the leader of the party, President Goodluck Jonathan. This man has showed more than enough to me that he is very democratic, open. You see, you may have some people, maybe one or two who are overzealous or who want to be too political and taking their own actions, not actually representative of what President Lord Jonathan wants. This is a man who, even in his own area of control, that he can control, he has left everything in the hands of the people. Look at what happened in Bayelsa. Look at even those ministers that resigned, and some of them said that he was supporting them. Look at how he left everything. This is a man who has given you a card reader and the type of electoral system that nobody will risk. APC, as they claim to be democratic, we tested it during the last local government elections. We gave them an option. They did adopt it. And as we talk to you today, in all of their states, if they have 17 states, they have 15 states where there is no local government elections. Not even that they can risk having the election and rigging. They cannot even risk it. So what we are saying now is that if they now begin to say it, that the guy will be sacked. If he's sacked, they will say they said it. If he's not sacked, they will say because we said it, they didn't sack him again. But from what they are saying, they are also agreeing that if this is an embarrassment to us, then somebody must pay for it. Now, who is going to pay for it? Is it the president who has given you everything, even money? Professor Jaga said it, but Professor Jaga is saying that himself knows that, okay, 66%, 66.8% precisely he mentioned, has collected. Well, the remaining people, don't they have the right to vote? But he also agreed that yes, in these areas, there is serious security challenge, and we cannot overlook that. So the question now is APC so parochial that they don't want to look into those areas? Does it mean that they have a joker? Are they benefiting from all this, or would they benefit? That is why it is comfortable, it is convenient for them to say that the elections must go ahead. PDP is not saying the election must not go ahead. We are ready for the elections. Any day, anytime. The man
not ready.
Is ready to hold the election. Yes,
he's not ready. The man is not ready.
Why do you say so?
The man is afraid of crushing defeat. That is what is leading to all these crises that you're seeing. I tell you, mark my word. Let me tell you, people speak to us as the ruling party now, not them. They are no longer in charge. They are no longer. We've told you what is happening. They are no longer in charge. They are no longer in charge. It's the lost battle. All this is they're trying to tinker with. Cannot help.
I think we have to challenge the APC now.
They cannot help.
This is how we challenge the APC.
How?
What we do now is that they must come and sign another treaty. Yes, let's forget about the Abuja Accord now. We want to sign another treaty between PDP and APC, representing all the two camps of postponement and no postponement.
Sorry, I'll allow you finish. I have somebody on the line. Okay. His name is Innocent. Innocent is calling from Kaduna. Hello, Innocent. Hello, Innocent. Hello, Innocent. All right, let's continue with what
we will all agree. We will all agree that elections must go ahead immediately now. We will sign it too. And we will all agree as well that these areas, we cannot hold elections. You understand? Now, all the areas agreed to that we cannot hold elections. We will raise those areas. We will agree. It will not be that after the elections, somebody will say that I will have won in that area. We will sign that. We will see if it is a doctrine of necessity, and without me, even we
don't want that doctrine of necessity to come again. We don't want that doctrine of necessity to come.
You understand? We will beg the people in that area that so that there will not be further conflagration. You understand? Please sacrifice your votes. Maybe we are talking about 3-4 states now, not even the whole of the states. You understand? Local governments in those. We will sign. There must be signature. You understand, of APC saying that let this election go ahead. I tell you, these people are not on ground. They are raising crowd all over the places. Anytime there is going to be program rally of APC in any other state, that is where you don't have lab bus, BRT on Lagos roads. They are all moved to those states. They are renting crowd. They are not on ground. Honestly speaking,
that's a direct.
It's a challenge, and let them start that now. Let them accept that. Let them accept that now. Which postpone it?
Why did you postpone this election?
Why did you postpone last election?
See,
Lagos State election. Why did last postpone Lagos State election?
See the people that are not the election.
But
see the people that are not this election.
Who are the people that are not the elections?
This election that we are supposed to hold next Saturday.
These are patrons.
These are people that are not this election.
These are patrons.
Okay,
we had it before.
All right, gentlemen. Well, it is said that one man's terrorist is another man's patriot, and we are seeing that play out in here. Well, he has challenged APC, you know, to what he has challenged APC to. How do you react to that? You know, let's sign and all that.
We are state people. You speak for a PDP Lagos. I speak for PDP APC Lagos.
Okay.
We don't have control of that.
Okay.
It's going to be it's going to be in Abuja. It's going to be leave them to sort it out.
Who?
Our national chairman is there.
Their
national chairman is there. But whatever, it don't change the goalpost. It don't change the goalpost in the dying minute. Just for you to score goals. Just for you to score goals. There is no risk. Not too much risk in Borno State. I said it was PVC before. Now they moved to security. Security you did not address in 6 years. You want that in 6 weeks.
Okay, let's
6 weeks.
Let's take.
It doesn't add up.
Yeah.
It doesn't add up.
Let's take Kalu. Kalu is calling from Benin Republic. Hello, Kalu. Hello, Kalu. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. What do you have to say? Welcome to the show, first of all. And what do you have to say about what we're discussing, the postponement of the election?
Hello?
Yes, hello. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello?
Talk to us. Talk to us.
Go ahead, Kalu.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Our family.
Fine, go ahead.
Yes, the issue of postponement of the election, that is a very good thing for we Nigerians. You understand? Because I don't see... can you hear me well?
Yes, go ahead. We're hearing you well.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Well, I don't know.
I hear you. Well, let me go on in case you are hearing me. The issue of the election postponed is very good for we to prepare. And we cannot vote without the people in Northeast. But I don't know the reason why APC, every time they want to accuse one thing or the other. The Borno State is APC state, and they know there is no security. So why are they accusing? Even Mr. Igbokwe that is there, he knows very well that the APC has lost Lagos. So he should keep quiet and stop talking what he's talking. They are feeding lies to Nigerians. There is nothing like rigging or no rigging. What we know that let us get a free and fair election on that 28th March. So he should keep quiet and stop talking as if something is wrong.
All right, I have to cut you there. I would not tolerate any caller using derogatory language on my guest. It is my responsibility to ensure that
he doesn't understand what we are talking about. He's a trader. He doesn't understand what we're talking about. He's a trader.
Mr. Kalu is your kinsman.
My kinsman is a trader. I know that. They don't understand the issues of things. These are people that have abandoned their shops. Every day they carry them to Abuja. That's what is happening now. The Igbo chiefs, the traders in Lagos, they leave their shops and they go to Abuja. They lodge them in a hotel. They stay there for 3 days. And when they are going, they will just give them 50,000. They come back. The next day, they just give Ohaneze 5 billion. And the thing divided Ohaneze into 2. So it's just one everywhere. They bribe the pastors. They're bribing everybody. People lock up their shops and move. It's my people, so I know what is happening in Lagos.
What you're saying now, is it alien to the kind of politics we play in Nigeria?
It is. We're not. It shows that we're not making progress.
And politics
when people like this talk, they speak. He's speaking from his shop, and he doesn't know anything about what we're discussing here. It's a scenario we saw on June 12, 1993. That's what is playing out. They use people, they come. I know my people that have abandoned their shops, failed businessmen. All they're doing now is to wear this thing, and you see them, they left, they should go to Abuja, all of them will be disappointed at the end of the day. You still have to return back to your shop. As I speak to you now, they are my people. As I speak to you now, we are not in APC, we are not in PDP. If we had followed the rules of what we planned for Nigeria after the struggle for June 12, it would have been the turn of the East to be talking about the presidency now, producing the president of Nigeria, but they've lost out. When they are giving other people 20 billion, if you give them 2 billion, they will accept. They stay and abuse. You stay in a place and you abuse the owners of that place. Now they are running. They are moving from the north to the east because you cannot keep quiet. You cannot say what you know and keep quiet for what you don't know.
All right, let us take.
It's a problem that we have to deal with.
Okay, as
if I won't be surprised if they are calling now and they're saying this. All of them will be saying this.
Okay.
Because I know how much they are so. Jonathan is so interested in getting Igbos in Lagos. I don't know the amount of money he has pumped into Lagos. But these people have abandoned their business. That's what is going on. Okay. And they share this money every day, and we get information.
All right. Well,
so I'm not surprised.
Let's go on to.
But all these things will fail. If we had stuck to the election day, this thing would have been settled by this Saturday.
All right. Let's go to Oyo State, where Samuel has been waiting on his line. Hello, Samuel. Good morning. Hello, Samuel. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah. Go ahead with your
question. Good morning.
Good morning. We're hearing you loud and clear.
Hello. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead with your contribution.
Okay. I just want to make a contribution.
Yeah.
It's just a pity that. Hello. Can you hear me?
Go on. Go on.
It's a pity that in Nigeria today, if we are having a government like this, good luck Jonathan as our president, and by this time saying that a postponement of election should be in March 28 because of security problem. If a president like this cannot guarantee the security of his nation, comes 28th of March, how would that be possible within 6 weeks? It seems they are not prepared. So what will happen again by 28th of March? If they have it in mind that something should be shifted because of insecurity. So I don't know. I don't know where we are heading to in this nation. So they should please look at it. Okay. So what the APC are doing, I know that they are doing a good job. They have it in mind to see that things are changed. So we are all clamoring for change. We need change, and change must take place. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. And now,
let me just
react
say
to
something.
Okay.
Let the last speaker, Samuel, know that before now we didn't have the cooperation. This is just to repeat it, of the neighboring countries to pursue Boko Haram. And now that we have, it is possible that it might not even be up to 6 weeks. We'll get done with all about Boko Haram.
Why is it that we didn't get the cooperation before? After 6 years, why is it that? Why is it coming now?
Because of your own parties.
Why is the cooperation coming now?
I want to say this emphatically now because of what you even laid as a pull-up to your eventual assertion. Because I want to say this emphatically, that because of the rebellion and obvious disloyalty of the leadership of APC to the Nigerian state, they were working with these people and these foreigners to undermine the interests of Israel. And that's why I'm not surprised that you can, just because Mr. Kalu says something,
sorry, I will allow you.
Berate your own people.
Sorry,
the Easterners that much.
You can't love my people more than myself.
Hold on, sir. Ibrahim is calling from Maiduguri, and after the phone call, I'll allow you finish what you were saying. Hello, Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Go ahead.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Just go ahead and talk.
Please, when I found it very sad that somebody from Benin or Enugu or Lagos would say that there shouldn't be election in Maiduguri. We in Maiduguri are waiting for this, anxiously waiting for this election. And just like what the PDP man said, they have let us sacrifice our votes. We know they have already sacrificed us, talk of our votes. They've sacrificed us. No single PDP man has ever condoned or sympathized with these people of Maiduguri. It was the joint collaboration of the JTF that helped in bringing security to Maiduguri. So anytime from now, even today, we are ready. And let me tell you point blank, ask Alicia for any PDP member. Jonathan or PDP can never or will not have more than 3% in Maiduguri. I'm betting you, we remain APC state because you have done nothing to us. You don't care and you are still telling us that we should sacrifice our votes. We are not going to sacrifice you. You've already sacrificed us, not leaving our votes. And believe me, we are waiting for this, even if it is today.
All right, all right.
With the help of the joint civilians,
yeah,
we are ready and we make sure that we protect our votes.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim. So, thank you very much.
Okay, Ibrahim again, let me quickly answer him. When there is progress in the country, you say that the government agency should be given the kudos, not the PDP, not the ruling party. But when there is inadequacy, it's convenient for you to always. So anyway, let me also say that I think we should begin to be patriotic in our dealings. Every party in this country today has got a mixture of progressives, reactionaries, because I don't usually use conservatives, reactionaries and progressives. So it is not a label that must be on a particular party. So this is where I am not always comfortable when issues of national importance come up, and then the APC will always want to be seen as populists. They will always play to the gallery. This issue of the postponement of election, I have told you, as much as I like it, I am not happy that it will give this snowball effect of condemning this country, condemning the PDP, and somebody has to take responsibility for this. Supposing it can even be investigated that deliberately, like maybe Ibrahim mentioned, some people also had undermined our interests and only coming up to say now that it is now that they can now fight Boko Haram. Those people should be brought to book. They must be investigated. Whether they're in PDP, whether they're in APC, whether they're even non-Nigerians, if they can be arrested, let them be investigated so that we stop this embarrassment. Exactly.
Coming from what you said, and I'll come to you on the same question, sir. The inaction of the federal government over the years, based on the utterances of some prominent Nigerians, based on the kidnap of the Chibok girls, based on the insurgency that has snowballed, and thousands of people have been killed because of that. You know, people are looking at this as some of the reasons why there would need a change. How do you react to that?
Issues, answers. One, the Chibok. You know how it happened in Borno State? It was an APC state. There was an advice to the governor. That place was not safe. He insisted. He guaranteed the advice. 48 hours after those girls were abducted, he didn't even get to Mr. President. Eventually, he got to Mr. President. Now, efforts are on to get them. Now, all we needed then was a collaboration between APC and PDP as Nigerians. Now, two, the insurgency generally. What we can do, I have said.
Sorry, let me hold on. Abdul is calling from Niger State. Hello, Abdul. Hello, Abdul.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead with what you have to say.
Hello, good morning.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Abdul from Niger State. About this program that you are doing, PDP is afraid of losing the election. That's why, and their main target is to remove INEC chairman Tahiru Jega from the post. It's a big shame, if not in Nigeria or in Africa, how could a service chiefs security agency would say they are not ready to protect people electorate during the election, and the sitting president is there. They are saying they are not ready to protect people.
automatically they have lost their job. And we Nigerians, we doesn't have confidence on them. They couldn't protect you in the polling unit. And some Nigerians are expecting them to protect them on their road, on their houses there.
All right,
I have something to say.
I'm sure Abdul will agree. No, let me conclude now.
Borno is an AP state. Time is offensive. Borno is an AP state.
Hold on, sir. I will give you ample time to react. All right.
And I'm sure that Abdul will agree with me that with the mega sum as IGR in Niger is well developed than Lagos State. Now, I'm sure he will agree to that. Let's leave politics apart. Now, let me also tell you that you mentioned the utterances
of an economy that is bigger than that of Ghana, Cameroon.
As we talk today,
economy of Lagos is bigger than the economy of Cameroon, Ghana, Ivory Coast.
Who have
you want to compare Lagos with Niger?
Catalysts for this insurgency to be up this level are people who today belong to the opposition. Even the former vice president Atiku Abubakar mentioned in a press briefing that he used the phrase like those who will not make something peaceful will make it violent. You understand? Then the president candidate of APC said it openly in clear terms that if there was not going to be an election fair, credible, as far as he was concerned, was for him to be announced that they were going to be blood on the streets. You understand? So if these people are arrested today now because of this insurgency, again, APC, opposition will say they are being victimized.
Okay, I would like you to react, and after that, I'll just take your final thoughts.
In one state, in 1 or 2 states out of 36, the service chiefs, Army, Navy, Air Force, and what have you, are saying that they cannot guarantee security. And it is not possible for you to mobilize everything you have and go and defend that state. I'm sure if they wanted to do this, they would have done that. Nigerian army that I know before is one of the best striking force in Africa. What has happened to Nigerian army, I don't know. Like the last caller said, what are these people doing if you say that you cannot defend 2 states for you to have an election? What are they still doing as service chiefs? What are you still doing as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria if you cannot guarantee security? If you have a part of your country seized to a ragtag army, you still want to remain the commander-in-chief. You still want to contest elections and win. This election has been won and lost.
Okay, your last, what would you say? No, hold on,
yes.
Don't react to you.
Yes.
I want to take what you will tell your supporters in Lagos as your last submission, and we have 2 minutes for that.
Yes, and obviously the APC does not appreciate what is happening. In North African states where they even, supposedly have better military might, for 12 years, 15 years, elections could not take place in very many
elections took place in Iraq, it took place in Afghanistan in the face of war.
Not true.
It took place in...
But you know it's not true. You know it's not true. You know it's not true since after the Gulf War, since after Saddam Hussein, when did they eventually conduct election? They conduct elections very recently, pretended by America. You know it's not true. Let's even restrict it to North America. North Africa, North Africa. Many North Africa, Libya and all the rest, because of the
face of war, Syria had
so it's not peculiar to Lagos. It means that you don't even comprehend what is happening.
No, I know.
Now, for PDP members all over the country, we say that remain focused, don't be blackmailed. The postponement was not done or influenced by PDP. Be ready to make sure that in those states that APC do not control, say amen to the change. And by the special grace of God, President Goodluck Jonathan will return as president of this country.
Last, and what to tell the APC members in Nigeria?
Well, we wanted to change this government this coming Saturday. We said February, this coming Saturday, when Buhari wanted to shut them up this Saturday. They saw what is coming, and they moved it by 6 weeks. I'm appealing to APC members to go and consolidate. Be happy about it. It's only a change of date. We will get there. Don't be disenfranchised. Don't be unhappy. Just go back to your areas and work. We cannot return a president that has seized a part of Nigeria to a ragtag army and still want to come back. We are asking the service chiefs to go. Throw in the towel and go. You cannot fight. Millionaires don't fight. My uncle who went to the Second World War said they one day they went to the commander and said, why is it they're not paying the money? They're not giving the good money. The commander said, look, any soldier that steals money ceases to be a soldier. These guys are multi-billionaires. They cannot fight. They cannot fight. We need to remove them. They have to go.
Okay.
They have to go. These service chiefs must go. They are a threat to democracy. What they did day before yesterday was a coup to Nigeria. They must go. They must go.
Okay. Well, what a time out I've had here. Oh boy. The studio used to be very cold, but right now it's not as cold as it was. That was a real fire coming from both sides of the divide. And I want to say thank you very much to Mr. Joe Igbokwe and of the APC spokesperson Lagos State. Thank you very much for coming here, you know, and thank you too. We've been trying to get you, and today you are here with us. That's Comrade Taofeek Gani, spokesperson of the PDP in Lagos State. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We always come, even though people will tell us that this is an opposition platform. But we say
are you not talking now?
Stronger. We are stronger. We are stronger at any.
Is it not balance?
Oh, well,
they won't give you this time in 20 years.
The good thing is
for 10 years, I've not been 20 years. Okay. What are you going there to do? They won't even give you the chance. They won't call you.
The good thing is that
this is the beauty of democracy.
I am a journalist, and by profession I have to be apolitical.